My name is Ray, and it's Sunday morning, January 9th, 2022. And I just wanted to share some things about the med bed. About 8 months ago, I had a stroke, a double stroke, and a brain bleed, and some things didn't come around again. And I thought, well, this would really help me. And I was very, very excited to try the med bed. I actually started doing it at 11 in the morning about 3 days ago. I think it was on Thursday. And I did it from 11 in the morning till 7 at night. I got up a few times and that. But as soon as I activated the med bed and asked it to scan me, I noticed that in my head there was like a mild shaking or a vibration in my head, and that most of my body had a little vibration going to it, and I didn't know. I thought, okay, whatever this is about. And my hands were very cold, my arms were cold, but then my body started getting really warm, and it was a nice feeling because the bedroom wasn't that warm. And so when I got this shaking, and it probably lasted maybe about 2 minutes or something in my head and my body, and it left, and I just found myself laying there, and to me it was more of a spiritual experience, because the things with my right eye had lost most of its vision, and my left hand, I'm a guitarist of 57 years. I've been playing the guitar, and my left hand is coming back slowly through practice and all that, and I'm maybe at about the 50% level of where I was at, but none of those things seemed to get any better. I wasn't healed in there, and I was really trying to focus on that, but I just sensed that it was focusing more on my mental clarity than the other things that were going on. And oddly enough, I'm a very spiritual guy, and I found myself just talking to Jesus, and it was just like a real pure communication. And I found myself praying for many people, and with clarity, just really zeroing in on them and what they needed, their needs and things like that. And it was a excellent experience in that way. I fell asleep a couple times, but I didn't do much. I didn't sleep very long. I mean, only like 15 or 20 minutes, and I did get up quite a bit. And I'm having a trying to remember things that went on here, but anyway, I did stay in bed till 7 at night, and I got up about 4 o'clock in the afternoon just to eat some kind of a supper and that, and my wife had something prepared for me. And so I was really anxious to get back to bed, and oddly enough, it was very peaceful laying there. I wasn't really that anxious about, having to get up or get out of bed, and I had a lot of energy in me. I realized I had a lot of energy, and I got up at 7 o'clock, and I stayed up till about 8:30, and I just really slept well, even going back to bed an hour and a half later. At about 8:30, I slept really well, and I woke up really excited, just excited about sharing this and telling people about it. And I'm sure that I had experiences that I can't really fully recall. I know one thing, this is really odd, but there was in my right side of my brain, I saw a guy standing there, probably in his mid-50s with kind of a white beard, and he was really friendly, and it was like as if I knew he was my friend, and we didn't say anything, but he was just in my right side of my brain. And then a few minutes later, I sensed somebody very strong. I sensed somebody in the doorway off to my right, and I looked over there, and there was no one there, but it seemed to me like it was the same guy. So that was just a strange encounter that I had. And that's pretty much about all I would like to share right now about my experience with the med bed. Thank you, Oliver, for doing this thing. It was a long time coming, and its time has finally come.